I'm just gonna keep that in because I don't care. Anyway, today's day 118. Got myself a Granny Smith apple, and I'm probably going to have some mini rants about Mario 64 because I just started to try to go back through it for the first time. Um, I've ever beaten the game because I'm not really an N64 person. I don't, and that's probably gonna get me some flack, but I'm gonna say it. N64 sucks. It's overrated. Not a great system, in my opinion. It's probably because I didn't grow up with it, and also it has a lot of the games that I don't like, so I can't really say it entirely sucks. It sucks for the reason that it's not compatible with me. It doesn't objectively suck. I'm gonna start off with the controller. I really hate that stick. It just feels so, I don't know. It's very loose. It's very like, yeah, I don't know. PlayStation did PlayStation did the gamepad better, even before they started, even before they threw on the sticks. Um, then again, I also have that personal bias because that's what I grew up with. Um, in 64, well, doesn't have a lot of the same games that I play, so that mean its library is very limited for me. And this will probably be a hot take. I don't like Mario 64, but at the same time, I was. I understand the universal appeal of it back in the day. But when you're, I don't know, it's really hard for me to put myself in the shoes of playing that when, one, I'm more of a 2D platformer person. I love 3D platformers, but mainly just Spyro. I mean, Spyro was my jam. But I don't know, the things I don't like about Mario 64. I don't like every time you get a star, you have to go back into the level. You have to do it, and it's just ad nauseum. It's just I, I don't I don't like it. Um, there are no. I mean, there are some pseudo checkpoints, which I guess is kind of nice. And the controls, well, they're a little loose, but to be fair, it was the game that it was the game that brought 3D platforming, like that brought it to where it is now and like popularized it. But then again, when you think of other games in genres around that time that were transitioning to 3D, like Final Fantasy VII, sure, graphically it didn't age well. The story's awkward, but I think it stood the test of time a lot better. And also, but I'm also speaking from a bit of a bias. I played through it and beat it when I was 14 years old. What was it? No, not 14, 15. Wow. Still, same thing. There's that nostalgia. It was one of the first Final Fantasies that I played through and beat. But yeah, I don't know. Not really a not really a Mario person. I don't like how limited his moveset is. To be honest, I really like Mario 3 and I like Super Mario Odyssey. I like both of those. Super Mario Brothers 3. Then again, I also played that when I was like 8 years old. And I didn't like Super Mario. I don't like original Super Mario Brothers though. I played that when I was that age, but it doesn't hold the same. I don't know. 3 was much better put together. I don't like Super Mario World either. Super Mario World, I actually hate that more than I hate 64. But I don't hate it. I don't hate Mario 64. It's just kind of awkward to play. Especially if that's not what you grew up with. Did I hear the bell ring? Hey, babe.
Huh?
Did you hear the bell ring?
No, but I have headphones in.
Oh.
I'll look.
I hope it didn't toll for thee. Or for me.
How about neither one of us? There's nobody there.
Hmm.
Mario 64 is my favorite video game, by the way.
I know it's my wife's favorite video game. It's another one of my watcher's favorite games. He plays it every year, gets all 120 stars. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, it's just. It's not a bad game. It's just not compatible with me. The reason I'm saying this is like, I don't know. If something's out of your area of interest and you try to review it, it's not a fair review. My opinion of Mario 64 is not a fair opinion. It'd be like asking me to review it'd be like asking me to review a Garth Brooks album. It's not gonna happen. It's like I'm not gonna be fair. I mean, same thing with any other country, hip hop, um, gospel. Oh yeah, gospel. Yeah, that's a. Or asking me to review like, ooh, I don't know, like any of like the top 40 right now. I mean, yeah, there's probably some good there are probably some good things in there, but for the most part, I can't name a song from any of those genres that I really like. I'm sure there's some slappers in there, but it's something that I haven't really explored, and I don't know. There's not enough time in my life to. There's not enough time in my life to find what I like in those genres. It's like I'm gonna stick with what I like, and I'm gonna find the best of that because I know even if I find something crappy, it's gonna make me happy. God, that sounded really douchey. Anyway, golly, that is my that was the 100. Wait, was it the 119th apple? Wow. I guess when you get fired up about something that is a controversial opinion, you forget what day it is. Um, I'm gonna try to think of some stuff that's the opposite, things that a lot of people hate, but I like. Cause I don't know that's I think that's probably the most. I think those are like the most fun, unpopular opinions. Because it is kind of edgy. It is kind of edgy to hate something that everybody else does. But I mean, again, I don't hate those things. I don't hate Mario 64. It's just I had played it at the wrong time of my life. I played it at the wrong. I mean, then again, I've played some. I played some really awesome games that are old. I mean, I would say for the most part, as far back as I go, I won't play anything that's older than the NES. Um, I probably won't play any Atari 2600, anything like that, or but I mean, there are some really good things in those types of things, but I mean, mainly the things I like on those are just like I'm a sucker for Kirby. Kirby has a crap ton of moves. I love games where you have a lot of ways to play it, a lot of ways to solve the puzzle. Just I don't really care too much for running and jumping. Like I don't like Sonic for that reason. It doesn't suck. It's not a terrible game. It's just not a good fit for me. It's like it doesn't it doesn't do it for me. Anyway, I'm gonna get on a gaming rant and I need to stop because I've got to beat Charles Amana tonight, hopefully, so I can go on to whatever's next. But yeah, that's 119, one. Yeah, 147. That's it. No, 247. There are not 266 days in this year. There are 366 days in this year. This year has felt. I cannot believe that. I can't believe we've gone past 100 days of this year. It feels like this year has been probably about 4 times longer than that. Hopefully, things will start getting better. I know that places around here are gonna start opening, which I think is the worst idea in the world. It's like, yeah, well, everybody's getting sick. Let's open everything. It's like, yeah, I we closed everything down when there was like a handful of cases, but now there are a bunch of people out there that already have it, and they're going to be out and about in the public, and because everywhere is starting to open up, guess what's going to be crowded? All the places. Everywhere's going to be open, and everybody's going to be like disrespecting. Oh my gosh, I can't even think of the word. Social distancing. Everybody's gonna be disregarding social distancing. Do you think a bunch of bumpkins are out here are gonna wear masks? Probably not. Do you think they're gonna be wearing gloves? No. Do you think they're gonna touch their hands to their mouth? Yeah, because I mean, there are a lot of good people in our state. A lot of nice, friendly people that exemplify Southern hospitality. But with that Southern hospitality, you get a lot of those problematic beliefs sometimes. You get some of that racism, that sexism, disgusting political beliefs, and just a complete disregard for safety and science. It's beautiful over here, but you got to deal with that. And people are going to get sick. People are I really hope it doesn't affect like how things are going right now. I really hope that I wish it were overblown, but we'll see. Anyway, I need to go back and play some stuff.